all, Yalaramka Rumanandri, kind of idea of Jen Janaka, that kind of feeling. It makes you want to dance. And really, I think it was an emotional, physical, kinesthetic response for me.
Why do you think the Parai music is important for the Tamil people?
I think Tamil people all over the world should learn it because it's just like the language is Arahana Mori, it's an Arahana Isai. Mukyamana Isai. Isai, it's an Isai with jnana, with incredible indigenous knowledge.
Now that you are researching on it and you are bringing life, and I'm so interested to read more of your books and writing in your research. Thank you.
So here's a pattern. Village Hinduism, village context. And other people call this Marima Atai or Maritai Adi, particularly in the northern districts of Tamil Nadu. So this is how I learned it. Right, and there's a tichetti that the Sami has, that the priest has, and he's moving back and forth like this. So it works. It has that same feeling, and it also has this inherent polyrhythm within Atapongal, right? So at Pongal time, particularly in the town of Alinganallur, they play Matu Pongal, which is Jenu Jajenuku, Jena Jajenuku, Jena Jajenuku, Jena Jajenuku. Okay. Jellikattu, right, of trying to capture the bull, etc. Then there's another one that I really like, and this is it may be associated with the Tamil concept of five lands. And a lot of your people might also know this from the Rahman's movie Gentleman from 1993, right? It goes, Jin, Jidaka Taka Jin, Jin, Jidaka Taka Jin.
Researching a lot about this Parai, and I have no doubt that Parai will reclaim its significance and its the beauty of it.
What do you think about the Tamil language and its significance?
Yalarum Parikano. Tamil Padichite Irkano. Nano Innum Parikano. We need to bring Tamil as one of the classical languages. We need to continue to have that. We need to continue to support the study of Tamil in the United States. I'll play something called a Tirmanam. Okay. So
Welcome to the Tamil Diaspora Community Educational Outreach Initiative launched via Facebook and YouTube. I am Gnana Sekaran from the state of New Jersey in the United States of America. And today I have the honor and the privilege to interview Dr. Zoe Sharinian,
Chair of the Division of Musicology, Ethnomusicology, and Music and General Studies
at the University of Oklahoma. Dr. Zoe has published many books and scholarly articles, and some of her writings are a book titled Tamil Folk Music as Dalit Liberation Theology in 2014, and she also has written many articles. She has also produced and directed 2 documentary films, that is This is a Music, Reclaiming an Untouchable Drum in 2011, and On the Changing Status of Dalit Drummers in India, and the other one is Shakti Vibration in 2018, on the use of Tamil folk arts to develop self-esteem in young Dalit women. She is presently writing a book entitled Drumming Our Liberation. The list goes on. Vanakkam, Dr. Zoe, and welcome to Education, Innovation, and Leadership.
Vanakkam, Yalaram. Tamil Makul, America, Canada, the Tamil diaspora, Vanakkam. It's my great privilege to be able to speak today. I would say I am not fluent in Tamil. Tamil rumba arahana mori. It's also rumba kashtamana mori. I've been studying for almost 33, 35 years, and I still feel I'm only at about an 80% fluency in speaking. ஏழு கொஞ்சம் தெரியும், படிக்க தெரியும், but ரொம்ப பயிற்சி இல்லை அடிக்கடி. So, and I think we're going to conduct the interview in English, but I'll throw in a few words in Tamil here and there. But I'm very grateful for this opportunity.
I am so amazed to hear your Tamil talents and skills in Dr. Soy, and I'm sure the Tamil diaspora community around the world will be so excited to hear your Tamil and your music, the background in music.
Please introduce yourself to the Tamil diaspora community around the world, Dr. Soy.
So first of all, I teach at the University of Oklahoma in Norman, Oklahoma. I am a professor of ethnomusicology, and that means the study of the relationship between music and culture. It's really the method is the anthropology of music, and that involves living with people who were studying. And so I have actually spent about more than 6 years total in the last 30 years. The way I say that in Tamil is and முப்பத்து வருஷமுக்குள்ளே ஒரு 6 வருஷம் மதுரை தமிழ்நாட்டில் அந்த பக்கம் தங்கியிருந்தேன். So that's my focus of my research. Is I teach courses in the music of South Asia, but my real research focus is Tamil Isai, Tamil music, everything from Carnatic, Mridangam particularly, to folk music is what I've studied in the last 30 years. But really in the last 10, 11 years, I've been focused on this parai drum and folk music here. There's a history, there's a context of the study of South Asian languages and of Tamil in the United States. Other programs include the University of Pennsylvania, Berkeley, and so like many of you might know about the Tamil chairs that are being developed at Harvard and a few other universities. And again, this is not just kind of an anomaly. It doesn't just come out of a vacuum. It comes out of decades of study of this incredible, beautiful language of Tamil in the United States, and then all of the other disciplinary outreaches of that. It's not just linguistic studies, but people who study anthropology, people who study architecture and music, etc. And so I just want to share a couple of my colleagues who have been a real inspiration to me. The person that's really been amazing in my study, who was an incredible speaker of Tamil, was Bernard Bate, and he unfortunately died about 2 years ago. But he was an anthropologist and really worked on Dravidian aesthetics and Tamil oratory, that kind of thing. He was an amazing speaker of Tamil. Other colleagues include Susan Sizer, who's at the Indiana University, and she writes about special drama and theater, and really kind of folk theater in Tamil Nadu. And then another person who's really important in really religious studies is Diane Mines. And she's written a lot about sort of folk-based religions, non-Brahminical religions in the Tamil villages. So I'm just an ethnomusicologist. I'm one of several others who study Tamil culture. So I really want to encourage first generation young people who are born in the United States, who are taking Tamil classes at their, with their local Tamil Sangam. I want to encourage you to think about first of all, not just going into the STEM, but going into the humanities and studying Tamil culture, studying Tamil history, and going on these summer programs to do intensive study of Tamil. I mean, it's an 8-week, 5 hours a day in the classroom with amazing professors, usually from India.
please give them some advice for the Tamil students in the Tamil diaspora community about the importance of learning Tamil, please.
சரி, நீங்க எல்லாரும் மாணவிகள் கண்டிப்பா தமிழ் படிக்கணும். முதல்ல உங்க தமிழ் சங்கம்ல ஒரு நல்ல கரிக்குலம் எல்லாரும் ப்ரொடியூஸ் பண்றாங்க. அப்புறம் கண்டிப்பா இந்தியாவுக்கு போகணும். காலேஜில் கல்லூரியில் சும்மா அந்த ஸ்டெம் சப்ஜெக்ட்ஸ் மொத்தம் படிக்கக்கூடாது. இசை, கவிதை எல்லாம் படிக்கணும். அப்புறம் இந்தியாவுக்கு போய் ஆராய்ச்சி செய்யணும்.
Okay, Nandri, Dr. Zoe, shall we start our conversation with a little Parai music? Can you play us a little piece of Parai music?
Sure.
Yeah.
So this is the Parai, which we call it the Parai right now. And I don't know if this is going to be too loud, but it's, yeah. So what's really difficult about the Parai is this left hand, Sindukuchi, and how you hold it. But what's really interesting is that the technique of holding the stick is related to the way that we hold sticks for playing drums in Western military culture, really, and drum set culture. So this is very interesting. So anybody who plays Western drums can actually easily learn this technique. So here's a basic beat called temangu, and or an adi. The term for these rhythmic patterns is adi. So here's a pattern.
Dr. Soy, let's talk about your academic side. And I know you are teaching South Asian music with a focus in Tamil music. How did that evolve? And why did you move towards Parai music? And why do you feel it is important for the Tamil culture?
Let's talk about that.
Thank you. Well, first of all, I really was attracted to this drum musically. When I was doing my PhD research, I was studying the indigenization of Tamil Christian music at the Tamil Nadu Theological Seminary, or TTS, in Madurai. And the man who eventually became my teacher and my guide was presenting a song in Tamil folk music style and playing the parai with it at a service. And I was just so attracted to the instrument and to this music. And I think that has a lot to do with its sort of polyrhythmic feel. That means 2 meters at the same time, that kind of idea of jen, jenaka, jen, jenaka, that kind of feeling. It makes you want to dance. And really, I think it was an emotional, physical, kinesthetic response for me. I've been studying Mridangam since I was in college.
You know how to play Mridangam, right?
Mridangam theriyum, nalla theriyum. So I actually did my master's thesis on the theory and the history of the theory of Mridangam, and I did a complete analysis of a Tani Avartanam, or a drum solo that my teacher, Sri Ramnath Raghavan, played. So that's my master's thesis, and I really, I'd always been intellectually attracted to that instrument. Then for PhD research, I switched to looking at Christian music, because no one had studied within my discipline what Tamil Christians were doing. And I knew that there was this incredible history, 300-year history of the use of Carnatic music, or of kirtane, by mostly Velala, Shaivite Velala, or Velala Christians within the Protestant church, people like Vedanayak and Sastriyar, who'd been using kirtane for all those hundreds of years, and that had become a canon of material or of music within the Tamil Protestant churches. Things like Temangupata and ta na 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 na. He was using those kinds of tunes for things like the Lord's Prayer. That's where I began. That's where I was introduced to the parai. And as a drummer, I've been playing stick drums since I was 11 years old. I went all the way through, high school, playing in band, and then I was a music major in college, percussion major. I received it, and I went to Dindigul, or festivals with them, and I also made a documentary film about them, bringing documentary cinematographer and his crew from Chennai for 3 days a month. Sort of the trajectory of my career at this point.
Thank you, Dr. Sohi. Now I have another questions now. Apart from parai being a musical instrument, what are the societal impacts that parai music has brought to Tamil Nadu and maybe to Sri Lanka? And I want to ask you to visit Sri Lanka one day.
I'm actually going to Sri Lanka in December for a music conference there, and I'm really looking forward to learning more. One of my colleagues, let me just mention, is Jim Sykes, who's a professor at the University of Pennsylvania, and he studied Sri Lankan music extensively, both the Sinhalese and Tamil, and has looked into, he's probably done more than anybody on looking specifically at the parai in that context and the sort of cross influence between the Tamil community and the Sinhalese community. His book is called The Gift, and it's a wonderful study, just came out last year, I think 2018. So I hope that your listeners will look for that as well. But let me just tell you a little bit more about the music itself and its meaning. I mean, first, when we go from the idea of the parai as an instrument and this music, the really amazing and beautiful thing about this instrument is it has social meaning, right? So on two levels. First of all, on a musical level, when I was in the village, over a 4-month period, I learned 35 adis. And the term adi means rhythmic pattern. These drummers who are traditional artists in the village have an extensive knowledge. I learned 35 beats, 35 adis, but there are probably closer to 60, and there are different ones in different places, or as one teacher told me recently, they're the same beats, same IDs, but they have different names.
Can you demonstrate some of the parai beats for us? So
the most kind of auspicious pattern, and the one thing to keep in mind here is that many people who are not familiar with the village context, urban people, middle caste people as well, upper caste people, basically have this discourse or this idea that the parai is only used for funerals. That then, for example, the first adi that I learned is called Samiyatam. Right? Samiyatam, right? The deity dance. And other people call this Marima Atai or Maritai Adi, particularly in the northern districts of Tamil Nadu. So this is how I learned it. Right, and there's a tichetti that the Sami has, that the priest has, and he's moving back and forth like this. So it works. It has that same feeling, and it also has this inherent polyrhythm within it. The syllables for that, which I learned as being called Vaipata, other people call them Solkatu, is Jinna Jinna Tak, Jinna Jinna Tak, Jinna Jinna Tak, Jinna Jinna Tak. But we also have things like Matu Pongal, right? So in Matu Pongal, right? So at Pongal time, particularly in the town of Alinganallur, they play Matu Pongal, which is Jenu Jajenuku, Jena Jajenuku, Jena Jajenuku, Jena Jajenuku. Okay. It's intense, it's moving. The three rights here, really move it along, and the excitement of trying to Jallikattu, right, of trying to capture the bull, etc. Then there's another one that I really like, and this is it may be associated with the Tamil concept of 5 lands, and the mountainous land where Adivasi people live, and it's called Kuruvanji, right? Kuruvanji means gypsy, or this kind of concept. And a lot of your people might also know this from the Rahman's movie Gentleman from 1993, right? It goes Jidaka Taka Jin, Jen Jidaka Taka Jin. Right, and Rahman went. But my teachers in the village taught me this as Kuruvanji, and I made the connection, and they may have as well, that wow, this is what Rahman used in his movie Gentleman.
I have no doubt that Parai will reclaim its significance and its the beauty of its the value of it, and in that way we want to thank you and others who are doing research and teaching on Parai. And one of my expectation is that this Parai music has to be brought up in our society, not only in Sri Lanka and India, but it also has to come to America and London, and people have to know the beauty and the significance of Parai. And for that, people like you, Dr. Zoe, and then the other professor in Pennsylvania will work hard. And with that, I wanted to ask you, with our invitation, and would you kindly be willing to come down to New Jersey, and where a lot of Sri Lankan Tamils and Indian Tamils live here, and one of these days, and when time permits, please come down to New Jersey with our invitation. We will host you here and for a kind of symposium one day, and then we can talk a lot about Parai in person. Will that work?
I would love that. That would be wonderful. Thank you.
Nandri, welcome, Dr. Soy.
Parai Vahai.
Parai Vahai. Nandri. Okay. We will, Nandri, vanakkam.
Ullaha Tamil சமூகத்துக்கு வணக்கம்.